Hey guys, so I've been thinking about doing this for quite some time now, and I think finally we have time to do it. So we're going to play some NFL 94 here together. This is just the demo screen, so don't worry about it. I haven't started the game yet. I've played this game for a total of like, I don't know, like a couple seconds or something like that. I have like a 1 minute video of myself playing this game, so it's not much. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this one a real deep run through. Now, as you know, if you've been around for a while, I do kind of need to go back and play the older Joe Montana football games. We have a couple of them that, yeah, I've covered before, but we need to go back and play again. So look for that coming up here in the near future. This one, of course, had the both the NFL and the NFLPA licenses, which made it much better than the Madden games in that respect. We're just going to do player 1 versus CPU. I'm tired of being the 49ers. Now let's go be somebody else. So you have these different, all these different view options. We're going to go through a whole bunch of these while we play, so that yeah, we'll be able to figure out kind of what's going on. Let's play in the snow, in the artificial turf. Oh, all right, and now let's see what else we need to change, huh? So we'll be the Seahawks, and we'll play against, I don't know, the Patriots. How about that? I don't know anything about either one of these teams, other than I think that the Seahawks were awful that year.
It's a cold and snowy day here in
There's not even a coin toss. You just like get the ball, or you don't, depending on which team you are. All right. So this is what I've learned from playing this game before, right? Which is that, oh, this is different. This is different than the previous year's versions. All right, I was gonna say there is a way in these games to like make it so that you can change the view from play to play.
The offense with 2 running backs, strong side right.
Okay, so the C button is the audible button, so we definitely don't want to do that. Oh, and I just called an audible. I was gonna call a
no good.
I was gonna call a running play and ended up with a passing play. So there you go. So I was looking around here. You know what? I probably have to do this. There we go. Field view. So that was vertical offense. We'll look at vertical per offense. I have no idea what that is.
The offense comes to the line.
Why would I control somebody else? Okay.
Pitch out. He throws it away.
Whoa.
I can't believe it. Scramble for the ball. Seattle recovers. He goes nowhere. 3rd and 12 for the Seahawks.
All right. Now let's do something a little bit more creative, huh? All right. We'll do this.
The kicking team comes on the 3rd down, and incredible.
Why do we have the ball so far upfield? I thought that we were like in midfield. Okay, whatever.
It's a fake. He goes nowhere.
Oh, I see what happened. So we it changed our perspective. Okay. So the way that you call plays in this game is a little bit weird. But yeah, so if you're trying to go into the kicking formation, then you wind up like backwards like this. You have to push A to snap the ball.
Here comes the kick. It's up.
That was the kick?
The Seahawks
what did I do wrong?
A 2-yard kick. A 2-yard return. The Pats take possession with 3:21 on the
What did I do? All right, so those of you who are very familiar with this game are probably laughing yourselves silly right now. I have no idea what just happened. I could have sworn that I did the kick right?
Coming down harder. The offense lines up.
I mean, I had a punt of like
The pitch to the
maybe
man. Up the middle.
5
He's
yards.
down at the 9. 1 yard gain on the play. Second and goal to go.
All right, so this is gonna be a lot of fun, huh?
Snow is beginning to let up.
Now there are a lot of really good aspects of this game. For example, the excellent
Man in motion.
announcing that I keep talking over.
Puts
But
it up.
unlike previous games in this series,
In
calling a
zone.
play
Touchdown.
seems to be a little bit harder than I was expecting.
The Patriots set up for
So
the
if you're here
extra
to see
point.
me dominate, you're going to be sorely disappointed. It's kind of funny because in the earlier games in this series, it
Here
wasn't that
comes the
hard.
kick. It's up. Yes, the Patriots have it. New England leads. The score is 7-0.
That's like the worst punt of all time, man.
The kicking
All right.
team comes on.
No
The
problem.
Seahawks set
We
to receive.
figured we would spot them a couple points.
And the
See, I don't
kick
understand this. So they did like the same thing I did on the kickoff, and that ended up going fine for them. How come
takes it at
we
the
couldn't
one.
do anything for us? You know,
He's
what's
jumped
up with
at
that?
the 19-yard line. A 63-yard kick. A gain of 18.
Okay, we're gonna
on the
try this
return.
again.
The Seahawks will start 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Seattle sets up for the field goal on the 1st down. Uh-oh, what a mistake. It's a fake. Down at the 10. 2nd and 19.
So apparently
for
the
Seahawks.
fake punt and fake field goal trick doesn't work quite that well in this game. Okay, let's figure out what else we can do. All right, let's call an actual
The
play here, huh?
Seahawks line up.
My excuse is that the Seahawks probably weren't very good whatever year this is.
He puts it up. Incomplete.
It's a little bit hard to like figure out the right place to go for that pass because the controls are pretty slippery. I'm guessing that if we do this as horizontal, it'll probably end up being a little bit easier. All right. So the
With the score, New England 7.
pro said they just call regular formation. The other thing that's weird is that you remain in that screen until the computer has finished calling the play.
Pitch out, underthrown, 4th and 19 for Seattle at the 10. With 1:58 left in the 1st quarter.
All right, we're gonna try this again, huh?
The kicking team comes
So the
on.
nice thing is that this game doesn't have those stupid passing windows. The bad thing about this game is that I have no idea how I'm supposed to pass.
The kick
And I clearly have no idea how I'm supposed to punt.
gets it at the 18. Tackled immediately. The Patriots take
Maybe I'm only
possession
supposed to push the A
with
button
1:50
once?
on the clock.
I don't know.
New England lines up.
So it is really cool that you have all these different perspectives of the game. That's
It's
pretty
right.
neat.
He takes it. He's jumped at the 11-yard line. 1st down for the Patriots at the Seahawks 11. With 1:39 on the clock.
All right, let's give this another try, huh?
The offense comes to the line.
So with the game before this one, I got to the point where I could play pretty
He throws it
well.
away. That stops the clock.
For this one, though, I don't know. Now, I do want to make it clear that it's not that this game's like absolutely horrible. It's not really that bad, right? Maybe one of these days, if I have a little bit more time, we'll play some NFL by LGN, and you can see what a really bad game's
Quick
like.
out. Takes it at the 4. Hit and stop. A big gain of 9 yards on the pass. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Patriots.
All right, let's see what we can do here, huh?
Man in motion.
They're calling an audible.
The pitch to the back. Tackled immediately. With 34.
Good. Okay, so I think we've held them this
With
time.
the score, the Pats 7, the Seahawks nothing. The Patriots set up
And
for the
you can
field
see
goal.
here, so if you're paying attention to what the computer was doing there, you can see that the other team's going into like a
It's
certain
fake.
formation.
Quick out. Intercepted. Out of bounds. That stops the clock. Seattle has it at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to be honest with you, though, a lot of things in this game are pretty janky. This pass reception system is pretty janky, so.
New England in the 3-4. Hit and stop. Good
So
play
much
by
for
the
trying to
defense.
scramble.
A loss of 2. That brings up 2nd down and 12.
All right, let's see if we can do a little bit better if we have a different perspective.
4 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, that's not going to do anything. We've actually had more possession than they have, so that's pretty good. It's only a 7-0 game. That's not bad.
Line up. The defense in the 3-4. Pitch out. Takes it inside. Hit. He's
So,
down at the
as was the
44-yard
case
line.
with
That
the
brings up 3rd and 6.
awful Sega CD game, with this game, if you're going to get anything done, you've got to, like when you run or whatever, you have to push the A button to hand the ball off, which is a pretty awkward way of getting this set up. So, anyway.
The offense in the pro set. The offense with 2 running backs. Strong side right. Pitch out. The pitch to the back. He draws the crowd. Look out. Running right. Knocked off his feet. It's 4th down for the Seahawks. A 3-yard gain on the play. With 4 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock. With the score, 7-0.
All right, let's see what we can do here, huh?
The Seahawks line up. I can't believe it. Look out. Look out. Running right. He's dumped
There
at
we
the
go. See, it worked that
35.
time.
1st down. For
And this
Seattle.
quarterback's name is Q back. So whoever it was on Seattle, he apparently didn't give permission for them to use his name. Now there is a way, I
The
think,
Seahawks in the pro set.
if you push B, you can change the player that you control, I think.
Gets the block.
You see, you can
Running
also
right.
decide that you're just not going
Knocked
to
off
hand the
his
ball
feet.
off,
1st
and
down for
then you get
Seattle
12
on the
yards. Maybe
Seattle
that's the best thing to do.
47. A gain of
In
13
which
yards
case,
on
this
the
game's
play.
actually very similar, honestly, to NFL by LJN on the NES. It's the same sort of setup there. Like in that game, the best way to play it is to call a bunch of passing plays and then just run.
The defense sets up in the 3-4. Look out. Look out. Running right. Hit and stop at the 48-yard line.
Good job, Q back. I think that this is set up so that in theory you should be able to call like a brief audible at the line. So like this play, I've got a receiver going straight. I should be able to also call that, you know, I want to,
Gets the block. He's sacked.
oh geez, he
3rd
didn't even
down
touch me.
and 20.
No, we lost 11 yards on that. All right.
The Seahawks line up.
So like for this play, let's see if we can do it.
Gets the block. Tucks it away. Takes it outside. He's dumped at the 45-yard line.
Oh, well.
That brings up 4th and 13 for Seattle. 2-minute warning.
Okay, now we're going to try punting again. Let's see if we can actually do it this time.
The score is 7-0. The kicking team comes on.
So after
It's a
playing the
blizzard out
game
there.
for the Sega CD, I can definitely see like why this game is the way that it is, or why that game was the way that it was, I should say.
The Seahawks have to punt.
Oh, so that actually did work. Look at that punt. Look at the length of that. Much better.
He takes it to the 20, 30. He draws the crowd. Yep. He's down.
Man, I'll tell you this though, playing defense in this game is a horrible experience. Because it goes down to that, you know, really close, you know, view and stuff like that, and it's not good. All right, let's see what this is like.
The snow is beginning to let up.
Now, it might be because we're playing in the snow, right? It might be sort of like the weather effect or whatever.
He fires over the middle. Underthrown. It's 2nd and 10 for the Patriots at their own 42.
The problem is when it shifts into that other perspective, you have a real issue, which is that all right, we'll do this. You have an issue when you're into the close-up perspective, which is that everything suddenly goes like really, really fast.
Look out! Give to the back. Fumble! The Seahawks recover. The Seahawks take over on the 38.
There you go. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Anyway, so if you're like seriously going to compare this with Madden, one of the things you're going to realize early on is that this game doesn't really have a lot of options, especially on defense.
Takes it outside to the 30. He's leveled at the 29. Brings up 2nd down and 1. A big gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, like in Madden, you have just tons and tons of different defensive options. This game, you don't have quite as many. You've basically got, you know, 2 different defensive sets that you're going to use most of the time, and then you've got like, you know, stuff that's really, really specialty. And the total number of plays here is also much less than for that game. The other thing you notice is that after you call the play, nobody actually moves. Everybody just stands there.
A gain of 12. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
Like, I don't know, maybe they're calling a passing defense or something like that, but it's really, really weird to see everybody literally just standing there. So I don't know. They must have called a... No, I was out of bounds. That's why. I was going to say, did they call a timeout? No, I think it was out of bounds.
Seattle comes to the line. Turns on the speed, running left, knocked off his feet. He's down at the 5. 1st down for the Seahawks.
Well, considering how poorly this game started, if I'm able to score a touchdown at all, that would be pretty good.
Score is 7-0.
Anyways, I mean, this game's all right, but the feeling that I have with it is, like I was saying, it's a pretty janky game. It really is. Like, look at that. I call a play, and the whole line just stands there.
Incredible. The Seahawks set up for the extra point.
All right, let's see if we can kick this right.
And here comes the kick. It's on its way. Oh, no good. What a mistake. The score is the Pats 7, the Seahawks 6. With 29 seconds to go in the half.
The truth is, though, that this announcer is really good. For a Genesis game, this is amazing.
The snow is beginning to let up. It's on its way. And gets it at the 8. To the 20, 30. He's jumped at the 31. It's 1st down. The Pats will start 1st and 10 at the 30.
All right, we're gonna play good defense this time. It doesn't really matter what play you call. Your defense is going to end up doing the same thing. I need to change my perspective.
He puts it up. And he's got it out of bounds. That stops the clock. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 17 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, see, there's only like 6 plays to choose from, at least in this formation. So
the offense lines up. Puts it up. He has it. He's leveled at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for New England. With 6 seconds to go in the half. Let's take a timeout.
So like if I go over to odd here, there are literally just
New
6
England
plays. That's
lines
all.
up for
You have
the
6
field
plays to
goal.
choose from.
It's a 51-yard attempt. Oh, no good.
All right, so it's a close game,
Halftime.
7-6
It's
at
a
the half.
close game between the Seattle
That's what I just
Seahawks
said.
and the New England. The kicking team comes on.
Yeah, I would love to know exactly how many voice samples they had to record for this. I mean, it's really impressive for a game from this age.
He takes it to the 10. Hit and stop. A gain of 9 on the return. A 56-yard kick. The
right.
Patriots will start 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The other thing I'll say about this game is that it's slower than Madden. There's no question about that.
Man in motion. Look out. He's sacked back
Got
at
him.
the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 17 for the Patriots.
Yeah, the one of the issues with this game is that I'll keep saying this over and over again. Is that the game's having a real hard time making like maybe more than 2 players on either one of the teams move at the same time.
Quick out. Complete to the back. Takes it outside. He's hit as he gets to the 21.
Boy, I came so close to getting a safety there.
On the pass. With 4 minutes 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's a blizzard out there. The defense sets up in the 3-4. The offense lines up. Man in motion. Look out.
Oh, geez, I missed him.
He sweeps left. Across the 40, 50, down on the 48. First down.
Drew Bledsoe with a 31-yard run.
On the play. New England leads. The score
We almost
is
sacked him.
7, Seattle 6.
All right. Yeah, like I said, the control in this game compared to Madden is a little bit janky. Compared to, you know, Tecmo Super Bowl, even on the Genesis, it's awful. It's awful.
A great pass. To the 20, 10, into the end zone.
Yeah.
The Patriots lead. The score is 13-6.
And that's really got to be my biggest complaint about this. I'd have to go back and play the other games as well to remember what that was like. But the controls in this particular game are really, really slippery. Part of that's going to be because I'm playing on the snow, right? But part of it has to do with just the way that this game is programmed, right? So, like, especially if on defense, like if you're trying to like get somewhere or get somebody or something, it's like you got to be lucky enough to actually hit them, right? Because you have no real way to, you know, respond to whatever it is they're doing.
And gets it at the 5. Knocked off his feet. First down. Seattle will start 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
All right, let's do this.
New England sets up in the 3.
I've got the wrong perspective.
Look out! Look out! Running right. He's dumped at the 19. A gain at 1. That brings up 2nd and 9 for Seattle on the 18.
All right, we'll try it again. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Notice that I'm not in the shotgun anymore. It turns that off automatically from play to play. So if you want to be in the shotgun, you have to go and like choose in the options.
24-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play.
So that's where you push C, right? You can do this in the option.
With the score, the Patriots 14, the Seahawks 6.
Anyway. Actually, you know, the best thing that I've done so far is not calling passing plays and then running. It's calling running plays and then just not handing off.
Good blocking. Running right. Down at the 34-yard line. First down. A gain of 9 on the play.
All right, let's give this a try.
The Seahawks line up. Seattle in the pro set. Look out. Tackled immediately.
Oh, that didn't work.
Lost at 1. Second down for the
Yeah, their
Seahawks.
QB spy out there.
1:27 to go in the third quarter.
It's impressive, you know, with all of the player names and all this other stuff. But considering what this game actually plays like, it's like you have all this really impressive stuff going on, but it's for like I said, it's for this like totally janky approach to football, you know. Anyway.
The offense lines up. Good blocking. Look out. Takes it outside. Down at the 32. 4th and 13 for Seattle.
4th and 13, huh?
4 seconds on the clock. The Patriots lead with
All
the
right.
score 14-6. The kicking team comes on. Fakes. Down at the 28-yard line.
So part of the problem with the fake punt when you try to do that is that there's no way for you to change your camera perspective, right? Because you don't want to have that camera perspective if you're playing, you know, against a computer. Like the camera perspectives, the way you can change them and stuff is actually pretty cool. Except, you know, the horizontal perspective is not really that great. We haven't really tried that so much yet with the passing play. You know, when you're punting, like weird stuff happens. You know, it's a little bit better if you have a game that has a certain perspective and just lets you get used to it and it's designed to do everything, right? This game, it's like, if you're going to pass, you really should do the horizontal perspective because then you can see a little bit more. You know, and if you're going to run, you really want the vertical perspective so you can see where the blockers are theoretically.
The quarterback in the shotgun. Gets the block. Look out. He's sacked.
All right. So we've definitely had more possession, but we haven't done very well in terms of advancing the football. All right. We're going to sit back on our heels because they're going to pass.
The defense in the 3-4. Pitch out. Turns on the speed. Look out. Running left. Knocked off his feet. He's down at the 29-yard line. Brings up 4th and 12 for the Patriots. The Patriots line up for the field goal.
Oh. They're close enough for a field goal?
A 50-yard attempt. Oh.
No, they're not. I lined up for P. Kicker did a poor job. I lined up expecting them to punt, which you normally would have done in this situation. Whatever.
The Seahawks line up.
Oh, I forgot to change perspectives
The
again.
offense in the pro set. Turns on the speed. Running right. Down at the 39. Brings up 2nd and 1. Big gain of 9 on the play.
All right.
Seattle lines up.
Yeah, I do hate to say it like this because the LJN NFL game is so bad, but there are things about this game that remind me a lot of LJN's NFL football. In particular, this like changing from the far away perspective to the close up perspective, like all of a sudden, that's something that is in that game. The difference, of course, is that this game isn't like, slow as molasses, right? But there's a lot of similarities, and like I said, there's a lot of real janky stuff going on where you're like, yeah, this was state of the art, really?
Strong side right. Turns on the speed. He sweeps right. He's down at the 49. It's
I didn't see who hit me. You guys can go back maybe and check that out and see exactly how I got down, because I thought I didn't have anyone around me, and all of a sudden I was knocked to the ground. Maybe I fell down or something. I don't know.
The offense lines up. Takes it outside, hit, and stops. 3rd down and 3.
All right. We're rolling now.
The score is New England 14, Seattle 6. Seattle lines up. The defense in the 3-4. Look out! Look out! Takes it outside, down at the 40-yard line.
All right, well, we're gaining yards.
Seahawks, with 2 minutes 45 seconds to go on the clock.
I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between Montana 3 or the Montana 93 game and NFL 94, which is what this game is. I think that really the biggest difference here is that, yeah, I know where to go. I think the biggest difference here is the fact that there's an NFL license for this game. But otherwise, this feels pretty similar. I can tell you why people like Madden more than this game. That's pretty obvious, right? I mean, this game actually feels like a football game. Or, I'm sorry, Madden actually feels like a football game. This game's kind of, I don't know, a little bit strange.
It's 3rd down for Seattle. 2-minute warning.
And the worst part of this game is the play calling system, right? Where you're pushing like different buttons to like activate different screens and stuff. It's just weird. It's just weird. It wasn't really that well thought through, in my opinion.
Turns on the speed. Running right. Across the 30, down on the 28-yard line. 1st down. With 1:47 remaining.
But anyway, if you want to know the trick to playing this game, I'll tell you right now. Get a team with a quarterback that can run. I don't even think Seattle's quarterback can run that well, but get a quarterback that can run and just run every play.
Running left to the 20, a vicious hit. He's down at the 15. 1st and 10 for Seattle. A gain of 11 on the play, with 1:25 to go. New England in the 3-4. The offense comes to the line. Look out! Look out! Takes it outside.
The other problem that I have is that there's not much I can do.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. New England leads with the score.
Well, I can see that I've got that guy right in front of me who's blowing the play up. There's not very much I can do, right? It's not like there's a whole bunch of buttons I can push to somehow get him off of me or whatever. Madden's nice because you can spin and you can take advantage of that, but this game, I'm not sure that there's much that you can do.
Turns on the speed. Look out. He sweeps right. He's leveled at the 13-yard line. 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 6. 50 seconds left in the game. The Seahawks in the throw set. Turns on the speed. Takes it outside. He's dumped at the 6-yard line. The Seahawks line up.
All right, here we go. This is our Super Bowl, baby. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Yeah, he blew that one up. So we're definitely not going to win this game. But we put up a pretty good fight. 14-6 is not that bad. Remember, this is kind of the no fun league era of the NFL. This is definitely not the big offensive era. You don't see a bunch of 40-something point games around the mid-90s. So
Pitch out. Give to the back. Tackle
that was all over in the Canadian League. That's where you saw the big scores.
A loss of 5.
That's going to be the end of this
7
game.
seconds left.
And so there you have it. Not a bad game necessarily,
The game
but
is over. The New England
kind of
Patriots
junky.
win. The New England Patriots beat the Seattle Seahawks.
We did manage 136
Score,
rushing
the
yards, but it was almost all by the
Patriots 14,
quarterback.
the Seahawks 6.
I'm not sure what I was supposed to do to change from one to the next, but whatever. So anyway, there you have it. That's the wonderful story or a little preview of NFL 94. It is what it is. It's definitely a game of its times. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.